This is taking an insanely long amount of time to load. Okay, are you good ahead in time? It's because I have a bunch of mods installed. That's why it's taking a little bit extra. Okay, there we go. No, I don't yet. I have one more game. I don't want the thing. Okay. Alright. There. Jesus. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. What's my intro go again? Good evening everybody. We're back for the hand time. This time we're doing mod shows. Okay, I got confused for a moment there. Anyways, so yes, tonight's gonna be the final ahead in time stream. You know, I meant to do the DLCs and at least one mod showcase because mods are fun. And it's probably not gonna be a particularly long stream because I do have to wake up a little bit earlier than most Mondays tomorrow. But yes, we'll go into detail about other stuff as we proceed here anyways. Yo, so I went to kind of overboard on marathoning Trails of Cold Steel 2 yesterday, so I missed out on both of your Silent Hill 2 streams. I'm definitely getting close to beating it. Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. One of the, actually went a little bit extra to, with one of the thumbnails for the Silent Hill 2 stream, so, that'll be fun. Anyways, we gotta... I mean, we don't really have anything with Bulkhead here, unfortunately, so we just gotta go in with Hatkit. And as you may or may not know, the mods are actually installed in like a part of this, so that's why the encoding overload. It's freaking out. Can I check my mods from here, or do I have to like go somewhere specific? I know there's like 2 spots where you can check. Oh, I have a Bulkhead again. I just got the tail for the costume that I should have, I guess. What? Alright. Oh, by the way, we got a KDA outfit. Okay, well that just looks... I'm sticking with that. Well, immediately we're getting 2 more showcases here. The playable Bulkhead, even if you're Hatkit, and this KDA like League of Legends outfit for the Nyako Cemetery thing. So that just looks really cool. We're gonna stick with this for a little while. Otherwise, I've got a couple of utility mods. Particularly, I've got supposedly I've got a mod that lets you just use the grappling hook wherever. You don't have to have the grappling hook badge on, which is great. We can try this piece into clear, but I finally learned how to do it. So supposedly, there you go. You're just supposed to press up and down repeatedly, and that activates the peace and tranquility mod. Okay, Jesus Christ, this is actually like killing my game here a little bit. Alright, have you heard of the game 100% Orange Juice? I have. It's currently having a Steam sale for less than $2, and I'm sort of interested in buying it. Yeah, I believe it's like a party game. I mean, I'm not much of a party game person, but you know, it's cool. Anyways, what am I say? Oh, this one actually changes her thing. Oh, this is the sprint head. Okay, cool. Cool to know. What's the give me this one. But yeah, I know about 100% Orange Juice. I know some people like it, not everyone, but you know, some people do enjoy it. It's a video game. I want to see what Hatkit looks like with this outfit. Not right. Hold on. Let me change her too. There we go. Oh, that's Hatkit. Oh, but she doesn't have a tail. What the? And now Hatkit does. Wait. And now Bulkhead doesn't have a tail. What the fuck happened to the tails? Okay, wait, maybe it's the... No. Okay, that's weird. Also, I got more heads than normal. Maybe if I do this. Okay, then it comes back. Oh, it looks... That's what her normal outfit looks like, I guess. That's neat. And then put that back on. Ow. Well, that's dumb. Okay, whatever. We'll stick with this for now, though. It's like Mario Party, but with even more RNG, but less minigames. I see. It's, that sounds chaotic. Now, wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay, it's... We've got a little bit of everything, as you can see here. Alright. Let me see something. Mods. So this actually lists the mods that I have currently installed. Okay, so I have some hats. The Vine Shroom cap and the one-shot Nico's hat. That's pretty fun. We got some collectibles, the KDA thing and then the Yukata. And then we got some miscellaneous here. And then we've also got some levels, of course. Better menus. Supposedly Curly Brace is around here somewhere. I can switch to her. This is the hookshot thing. We definitely gotta try this out. I got a gun. You know. That's a fun one. And then these are just like more utility mods. Let me see if my gun is here. I don't know why I was expecting her to shoot with the gun, not just hold it. But she does in fact have a gun. We gangster now. Okay, it only makes sense to apply that with one of these. Okay, we'll use the gun for the time being. What else do I have? I got a baseball bat. I got a... What is this and when did I get this? The thing. When did I get a lightsaber? What? Okay. I don't remember installing the Apescape Stunt Club at any point, but apparently I did. Let's see, let's see what other... Okay, we got the Vine Shroom thing. Got the Corruptus. I'll try that out later. That seems dangerous. Let me try something. Hold on. Yep, we've got the profanity mod. Okay. God damn. Oh, this is gonna be a fun stream. I can tell already. Oh, that's Curly Brace. Switch places with Curly Brace, sure, where we will be. I don't think this is working as intended. Let's try to not have a weird outfit. Let's try to just have standard hat kit, I guess. Okay, Curly Brace doesn't work. Now I am hat kit. I thought I was bulk kit. Alright, let's switch back to bulk kit. Okay, now we're bulk kit again. And then we can put the... Hey, yeah, we got our tail back. It's like a freaking Saiyan tail over here. Alright, whatever. Okay, well, that's one of our mods that doesn't work. That's okay. I was kind of looking forward to this one because he's even got like her own facial expressions and everything. But I guess we can't have Curly Brace in our... Okay, how did I get voices so spot on? Yep. For cursing. Maybe they actually just... I mean, it's not like Hat Kit's voice is particularly complicated because she has a lot of like very basic sentences. Alright. Anyways, let's which one's the... Is this the... No, that's the money badge. Okay. There we go. And here's Mr. Mothman. Welcome back, tiny baby Ed. Come and blast mail with Moth. These are the custom levels and time rifts I have. I actually started Easter Island just to check if it worked. So we'll try that. We'll try that one out later. But yeah, I got a few. I didn't want to install too many because I know the more levels you install, the more your like game is likely to crash. And because the game was just updated with Yakuza Metro, and mod support was just reinstalled like 2 days ago. A lot of mods haven't been updated, so they don't work. You can only play mods that have been updated as of May 17th or sooner. So now you know. But let's see. Let's try out the that looks creepy. With the colors, that looks really creepy. Okay, Brian, just the Nico hat or the Neko hat, or what's the name again? Nico's hat, but like with an eye instead of a tweeze. It's a bomb. Okay. Ah, that's convenient. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but does it hurt me? It does. Okay. Let me just throw that down there. We'll take care of it later. I said let's throw it down there. Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of this freaking light. We'll get in there. God. Alright, let's do it like a proper show from here. That's not a proper. God damn it. There. Okay, that's as far away as I'm gonna get. And then this is the Vine Shroom hat. It allows you to like high jump. Yeah, that's what it does. Okay, so that'll be fun to make. Am I stuck here? No, I'm not. Okay. That's how high can we jump? Really high, apparently. Alright. That's about all the custom hats I have installed. So I'm sure there'll be plenty useful in when we enter the levels. Okay, welcome back to Tiny Baby Alien. So let's actually go into one of the levels we have. Let's try Super Hat Girl 1-1. This mod was made for the Ahead in Time Discord modding jam of March 2019 on the Deem Retro. Go back to your retro route with this short time rift level design as close as possible to Super Mario Bros. 1-1. Find enemies, collect pawns, and make it to the castle. Okay, I know I've played Super Mario Bros. 1-1 before, don't worry. Oh, it's... Can I make it like sideways so we get like an immersion? Nah, I'm like... It's a bomb that doesn't go away after exploding. I haven't seen a mechanic like this since the indie game Soul Sunder. I don't recommend playing that, by the way. Okay, it's not that great of a game. Fair enough, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, well here's some... I cannot explode it through normal means. I can't do that. No, I need my gun. Oh, I use this friggin' thing. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I guess this is as close as you're gonna get to, like, Mario 1-1 in a, you know, in a Hat in Time. Can you go down the pipes? Nope. Crowds on them, but they won't do anything. It's kind of nice to see how like diverse the time rifts can be. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I really wish that this would actually run sideways. That way would probably work a lot better. We'll figure out what is this? Where's there like a ray of sunlight here? Ow! Smart. It's got a rift token too. That's convenient. Actually, I might actually have a couple of cosmetic mods as well that need time rift to unlock. Maybe. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's get up here. Let's get up in the bulkhead. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, so should I break this or can I make that? Can I make that jump? Oh, yeah, I can make that. Okay. Okay, so this can't be broken. Yeah, that can't be broken. Okay, sure enough. Fair enough. And apparently it's only the yellow ones that actually have stuff in them, so we should probably try to not blow up the brown ones. We'll actually be able to use them as platform Gs. Okay, you can't actually climb up in these boxes for some reason, like, you know, do the wall climb ability. Okay, this one though, no problem. Let's see. What you laughing at? There you go. Fucking mafia people laughing at me. Okay. Well, you get hit by the cacti. You do not take damage from the cacti. They are simply there for decoration. I guess that's the closest they could get to one of the clouds. Okay. Alright. Why don't you just... There might be some secrets or something. I don't know. Well, I guess it's worth checking later. Actually, hold on. If this is 1-1, what other secrets are there in 1-1? We might have been missing out on a rift token or two. For my lack of knowledge. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to... There we go. That's surprisingly complicated. Hey, okay. There you go. We're fine now. I can't seem to go actually be able to go out of the way of the things. Okay, that's not an endless pit. I wonder why they went with the blue ice looking ground instead of grass or brown land. I don't know, I guess they were just kind of working with what the game actually has installed already, rather than, you know, like, ahead-in-time assets rather than trying to make their own assets, because, you know, if it was a game jam, as they said in the description, then they probably didn't have time to develop too much besides, like, these pipes over here and maybe the brick blocks. I would assume. I don't know though. Maybe I could have done something and I'm just talking on my ass here. Okay. Let's see. Now the flag. That's time rift token. Let's see. We need to. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity to try out this good old friend, the Vineshroom hat. That's cheating, but you know what? It's okay. We can all cheat every once in a while. Okay. Oh, there's Ponce over here. Yeah, the Vineshroom hat was invented specifically for, you know, Vinny from the Vine Sauce crew. Because he likes to stream this game quite a bit. He is one of the main streamers that made the game popular back in the day, so... You know, the modding community also, to some capacity, well, not the modding community, but just the Hat-in-Time community in general. Yeah. That's a really nice jump. Okay. Now I have 8 time rift. Oh, it actually tells you how many time rift tokens you have. A rare sticker has appeared in Alpine Skyline. Go find it. Did we have a different one too? Oh well, there's what Bulkhead looks like without the neon skin. I mean, still got neon everything else. That was a good level. Yeah, I got an achievement for that. Cool. Let's see, exit the spaceship now. I don't have that much water with me today. I should have probably brought some more. Well, anyway, so hey, today was my quote-unquote first day of work at my new job, and I should have figured it wasn't actually gonna be a work day. It was just gonna be a set up your like employee ID number account and like direct deposit day, not an actual go out and get some customers day. Friday will be my actual first day of work. I get that, but you know, basically today was the first day I got paid for. Well, I was there for like an hour, but you know, that's pretty kind. Okay, so that was fun. Looking forward to my new job. It seems it's better than my current job. I'll say that much. I'll go more into detail about it once I actually have my first day and see how I like it, see how I don't like it, you know, all the good stuff. That Burt Metro, I feel like this might be good, so we'll save it for later. I mean, I'm not saying any of these are bad, but let's see. Oh, I don't remember you mentioned this, but what do you do in your second job? A sales agent for the gaming department in a Best Buy. So basically, I convince you to buy video games, which I think I already do that in general. So, you know, to like my coworkers at my current job. So I might as well start getting paid for it at a different place. Obviously, there's more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. Okay. Anyways, let's go to Resort Gateway Island. Why not? Update for online. Take a break from the stress of Death Wish in 45 minutes time rift in this short and casual mod. Make sure you bring your ice head to stay warm. To take a dip in the hot tub instead. The Mafia cooks here serve a great variety of exotic fish caught in fresh every day. Alright. Sounds fun. Yeah, that was the second job. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we're combining the two jobs. I should be getting 30 something, close to 40 hours a week. You know, actual necessary money to pay stuff. Especially now that I have some car repairs that I need to do. And those, as you may imagine, get pretty pricey. Why is there like a... That's an interesting spot here. But, yeah, I'm pretty pretty broke right now as far as my finances go, so I really wanna, you know, go ahead and grab some more money. This is the opportunity. Okay, hi, you can say stuff. Hello, hot child, and welcome to Mafia's Resort Island. Mafia, hope you enjoy time here. If you get tired, the hot tub is a great place to relax. Mafia also recommend the fish you get if you get hungry. Mafia has pretty cool accommodations here. And now Mafia is dead. I did not mean to do that, but oh well, that's unfortunate. That is bright as hell, by the way. What's over here? Oh, it's one of the conductor's children. Those guys really look weird. Okay, anyways. Let's see. Go ahead and break these things over here. I love how I love the freaking money ball. It's so ridiculous. Like who thought about that? Like let's just make a literal money explosive. Like it's not an explosive you buy with money. No, the money itself is the explosive. Yay! We got some sunglasses. Yay! We got more sunglasses. Ah well. That's unfortunate. What the fuck's going on here? Jesus. Okay. Mafia tired of same fish every day. Little hatchet, are there fish in outer space? Have you seen space whales? I mean, they're not real, but you see them a lot in fiction, so... Sure, there's fish in space. Actually, they're mammals, but... Come on, it's basically a fish. Mafia want to see space fish. This guy is having the time of his life over here. Hey there, kid. I was trying to buy a souvenir for when I get back to the moon, but all they sell here is fish. They always have good souvenirs on the moon. This guy's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, I've seen some of those employees at Best Buy whenever I'm around their games. They went through inventory hell for me when I asked for the golden edition of Resident Evil 6. Apparently their computer said they had it in stock, but for 2 hours they struggled to find it and unfortunately couldn't locate it. I had to settle for the normal pre-owned version from GameStop. Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, at least, you know, it sounds like they went through the effort of looking for it for you, so that's something I will have to do myself. I'm working at Best Buy. Employee asked for a thing, I better know if we have the thing or not. Why can we... I feel like I'm cheating with this hat. Like, how would you get here without the Feinstrom hat? I wonder. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be. Okay. Anyways, we got 6 time whip things. So we go ahead and grab some of them.
That is all I can sell for now. Take care.
I guess the badge seller no longer sells badges. Like, it's, you gotta get them from like the Yakuza Metro sellers and maybe someone in the Seal the Deal DLC location. Alright. Oh, it's you again, Kid with the hat. One of these days I'll find a place to relax far away from you and the red hooded girl. Now leave me be. I'm waiting for the fireworks show. Is that actually going to be a fireworks show? That would be neat. Look at that. That's a nice sky. I like that sky. They have been doing the Christmas shopping hill too, so you can imagine how rough things must have been. Oh yeah, that's like one thing I'm definitely not looking forward to. You know, in the grocery stores, Thanksgiving Day is or no, not Thanksgiving Day, but the day before Thanksgiving is absolute hell. In an electronics store, that's gonna be Black Friday. I'm probably, and my availability does have me work on Fridays, so I think this year I will have my first experience working on a Black Friday. Which, by the way, the Best Buy I'll be working at is supposed to be like one of the busiest ones in like the whole, like in the entire company. Not just the state, not just in the district, like the entire company of Best Buy. Apparently the CEO likes to go to the store I'll be working at every once in a while. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably gonna cry that day. Okay, this little guy seems to be trying to tell you something. It's motioning towards something. Some broken glass? How could someone be so rude, so insensitive to just leave their broken glass around for someone to end up hurting themselves on? Oh, it's just a timepiece shot. That's still glass. Yeah. Well, rest in peace streams during those busy holidays. Good luck on them. Yeah, I know. Whatever free time I get during the holidays, I might need to use just for sleeping. Just to recover energy, because I'm gonna like die. Okay. Anyways, but maybe it won't be. Maybe I'm just making mountains out of anthills here. You today, I don't know what this cat is looking, but it smells pretty dang awesome. Oh, we'll just wait for the cook to be cooked by Cooking Cat. That's why they have the seal news. Fascinating. Okay. This fish stew will surely be better than what the Mafia are cooking here. Just, don't tear off any here what it's made out of. Ow. Have you ever seen Hannibal, Mr. Dude Man person? I sure hope you enjoyed that show. Okay, anyways, let's see. Oh my god, they're like freaking out because they don't want to be hit by like the ball here. That's great. Okay. There's an oddly made string. What's the name of it? A rope. A rope. That's what it. Why did I forget the name of it? Okay, whatever. Here's the conductor and DJ. Yeah, the picnic's lost that coin flip. Your science house are the most incompetent bunch of losers I ever saw. I'd have done better than be putting my own grandchildren in the game. We haven't even started the game and the conductor is already screaming his head off. Oh, darling, maybe we should just let him win this game. That's the best impression I can make of those guys, trust me. Okay, so what are you cool? Have a nice sit at the jacuzzi. We're actually getting healed by this. I forgot that's the thing that can happen in this game. That's mighty convenient. Okay, anyways. Okay, I sit like right beside him. I don't know. Hey, Hatkit. This is the kind of embarrassing, but I felt my towels at the locker. Can you go get them for me? Okay, well, we got a mission now. Let's get up there. Oh, hey, Kit. You ever heard of dusk stars? I have no idea what that is. They are stars you can see at dusk with a special telescope like mine. I brought my telescope all the way here looking at some only to find out my lens was broken. Can you go get my replacement one for me? I'll leave with my other stuff by the fountain. I'll go get it myself, but I can't remember how to get down. You're an owl. They're gonna fly down there and then fly back up. It's the penguins that would have a problem doing that. Okay, but you're wearing clothes while you're in the tub. You're gonna need more than just towels. You're gonna need new clothes too. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there is full damage in this game, right? Hey, let's find out one way or another. I can't get over freaking cursing Hatkit. Oh my god. Or Bulkhead, or any one of them. Darn, they only serve fish here. I'm not complaining. All the ratings on eBird say they had such a variety, but it's just a different kind of fish. I mean, there's a lot of variety in the ocean. That's seafood variety. I mean, but anyways, I guess owls prefer to eat rats instead of fish. That makes sense. Okay.
Missing one of his feathers.
What's one of the kids here? You should not be in this conversation, buddy. Okay, I'd be so down for eating at this place. I love seafood. I'm actually not that big of a fan of seafood. That said, like near my area, there's a new like Chinese restaurant that's like only seafood. Maybe we'll go there one day just to check it out.
That is all I can say.
But I'm not the biggest fan of seafood. Like I don't mind. Like I like salmon. I do quite enjoy me a good, well-cooked salmon every once in a while. But yeah, other than that, like shrimp, I mean it's fine. And like what else? Yeah, like shrimp is fine. Tilapia is fine. Trout. I have not had trout in like literally years, so I don't remember what it tastes like. But we did actually find trout the other day, so I'll go get me some of that eventually. Alright. Thanks, Hatkit. In between the towels, someone that had a time to shot. Alright, cool. They left that had time to travel, but anyways, I tried flounder. And I don't much like it. I'm not a flounder person. So okay. One of the mafia told me they stole all the cheese in the lighthouse. I could really go for some cheese right now, but I can't swim or fly, so I guess I'll just stay here. I mean, there's trampolines down there. You could actually drop down. You won't be hurt by it as long as you don't have to platform a little bit. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. Oh, we didn't actually take damage, so that's okay. Let's see. Let's just get up there like the normal way. That's what you're supposed to do. That makes sense. Alright, there you go. Thanks. Here, let me swap it out for these lenses. Huh. There was just a shard of glass in the way, so I don't even need the replacement lens. You want a shard of glass? Sure, I guess. Cool. We got 5 of these now. We need one more. I have no idea where it may be. Have you tried cod, lobster, crab, and sardines? I love those alongside salmon the most out of fish. Be careful with sardines though, they're mostly pretty salty. Okay, I probably have tried cod at least once. Cool pose. It was probably just alright. I know I've tried bass too. Or bass. Oh no, bass is the instrument, bass is the fish. I've tried bass. I did not like bass. It was not for me. Lobster. No. I don't believe I've had... No, yes, I had like a little bit of... That's just silly. Okay, anyways, I think I had lobster once. It was... I can tell why people like it, but I don't think it was that impressive, to be honest. Crab, I've had imitation crab meat. I like imitation crab meat in like a hibachi buffet, but not just in general. And then sardines. Never had sardines. I don't know why I don't feel like trying them out here. I don't know. There's some about them that kind of spooks me up. Alright. Is this what it is? There it is. Okay, so how do I... There we go. Okay, imitation crab meat doesn't compare in my opinion. Well, fair enough. It is imitation crab meat, not crab meat. Hey look, it's the fireworks. They actually did have fireworks, that's great. Look at that. Oh, let's get higher up. Let's see them properly. Okay. Oh, we still have that like thing over there. I can't see, the sun is in the way. Okay. Let's try from this side. Well, actually, maybe this is what you use for... Oh no, it's just the lighthouse. Okay. Yeah, but that's nice. I'm glad they actually went out of the way to just like add fireworks to this level. Alright. Anyway, we got one more thing to do here. We got this. Okay. I did this out of order. That's okay. Much forget for that. Oh, there was a thing over there. We got a rift token. Now we can probably go and get ourselves like a couple hats or something. Oh, there's a lifeguard here. I'm supposed to be watching over the conductor's grandkids while he's here. I'm not sure where the other one is off to, but this one seems to be decently well behaved. That's one of them. There's at least two of them are in danger, I know that much. Okay. Did we miss any NPCs or anyone to talk to? Does the conductor have anything else to say? No, it does not have anything else to say. Okay, well, that was fun. Now let's go back to the hub and get some rift token rewards, I suppose. That was a cool mod. I like that one. I mean, a cool mod map. Yeah. Anyways, I really want to get Dreams, by the way. Just out of nowhere, I really want to get Dreams after seeing some gameplay, and specifically, like, seeing it has, like, re-sparked my, like, game design desires. Like, I've been brainstorming, particularly, like, a prototype-esque, like, exploration system for a JRPG, because you see, because the thing is that JRPGs usually have, they leave a lot of the weight of the fun. Yeah, they leave a lot of the fun in the hands of the combat system, because like gameplay-wise, you know, in a lot of times, exploration system. You mean open world? Yeah, fair enough. Open world. That's, I guess, more the word I'm looking for. But yeah, in JRPGs usually have most of the fun coming from the combat system. If it doesn't have a good combat system, then it needs to have like good everything else in order for the game to be memorable. And that looks fine. Then I'm gonna keep my KD ahead. But recently, I mean, kind of recently, I saw that Ys 9, the new upcoming game from the Ys franchise, or YS, or however you want to spell it. It's actually going to have something similar to that. Like, there's going to be a you're going to have the option of like using separate different characters to move around the world differently. Like, there's this like cat girl character that is able to like go up, like run up walls, and she can like air dash. And then there's this like this dude that has wings so he can glide around. There's someone that has like a grappling hook so he can like, or not a grappling hook, like he's got some kind of teleportation power so he can literally teleport to certain like markers around the stages. And I thought that was really cool. So I started brainstorming since I recently played Prototype 2, and I watched some like really in-depth videos on the Prototype franchise by a YouTuber named White Light. I started like brainstorming like different ideas for a game that would have like a similar movement system to Prototype, with the character switching mechanic that like Ys 9 seems to be doing. And we already have one thing to unlock. There we go. There's nothing else to unlock here. A big appetite. Alright, cool. So like, I guess in the yeah, like the way I thought about it as a Prototype game was like,
What are you doing?
was like you know, like some characters, like each character could have like one particular motion ability. And the motion abilities, some of them, not all of them of course, but some of them would be like kind of similar to what you see in Prototype, like really high jumping, air dashing, gliding, that sort of stuff. And let me see, that reminds me of the Sly Cooper series, with Sly and the gang having different ways of interacting with the environment for the world. Yeah, that's kind of similar to that too. So I wanted something like Prototype, but a bit more platform heavy, so you wouldn't be quite as powerful in this game, I suppose. You know, in exchange for there being like more platforming options, like in A Hat in Time or something. And yeah, considering how versatile Dreams is, I would definitely like to do something. Like, just get the game and see if I can like create something at least somewhat similar to what I'm thinking. And see if I can get my hands on that measure. But for now, I need money to pay bills, not buy video games. Maybe in a couple months I'm thinking that. Yeah, that could be good for streams. Yeah, the dev streams for that would be. Okay, you get viewer feedback. Yeah, that'd be nice too. Or viewer help, not just feedback. Like, help. Yo, how do you do this? All right, so you gotta go to the options menu here and do so and so and so. All right, cool. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Steamworks Manufacturing, a steampunk themed level for retro mod jam. One day, Hatkid's search for timepieces brings her to a barren land full of steam-powered machines. Now she must help round up some shock squids and bring electricity to this world. Alright, cool. Let's go and try it out. Let's see. Oh, so this is kind of based after the what's the name of it? The Murder on Owl Express level. Okay. Let's see. Oh well, I might not be able to help with operating Dreams, but I'll definitely be there for creative ideas. Yep, that would be definitely be nice. And I will definitely focus first on just getting the system, the gameplay to work before I work on like any models or any characters or anything like that. You know, despite how colorful the Nintendo games are, did you know that most of their development process actually starts off by just getting like literally like the most basic shapes possible as the character models? Like, I remember seeing like development videos of Splatoon 1, and the way it works is they literally just had like cubes, just like cubes running around that could shoot out of their cube guns in a untextured like gray world with like shapes and stuff around it. They showed like the you know, that's how they started working with like the physics and the shooting mechanics and all of that. Like literally just with cube people, not even people, literally just cubes. And then you know, once they figured that out, once they got everything in place, is when they actually started working on models and stuff like that. And I see most people in Dreams, you know, from what I've seen of videos at least, they don't really know that. So a lot of Dreams projects will actually just start off by like creating a character model and then trying to put that character model into a game, rather than doing the other way around, which is fair enough. I mean, I don't expect Heron to actually be like a pro game developer at it or anything, but you know, it's good to think about if you would actually like to try Dreams like seriously or something. Okay. Dark skies, bare trees. This place is truly wrecked. Oh, hello there. I guess this guy's supposed to have I guess British, but pardon me, I was merely contemplating the joyous state of things here. You see, we power everything with steam. And you know, steam is very good source of power, and it makes it very humid. It makes it very humid everywhere. It's northward. However, I think I found a way to harness the power of lightning. These shock squid is like that big guy walking in the boy over there can emit lightning from their tentacles, and lightning from challenging the machinery can give it power. We can run out some more, then we'll be able to go away with this jutty steam system in no time. Hey, maybe you can help. Just go on and get some shock squids. The blue ones, mind you. The red ones, no good. I'll stay here and work on converting the power system. Good lord. Yeah, cool. We gotta go get some shock squids. Yeah, but that dev room from Ratchet & Clank, yeah, that was another good demonstration for it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Now, what was I gonna say? I forgot something. Oh, we gotta... Well, let me get the phone call real quick.
Hello, you there?
Hold on, I'm busy if I can make him move forward.
Real quick. Okay, the engineer.
Always. I'm used to the voice here being like the scary like murder voice from the chapters. I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Okay, the engineer boiler room. Here, heads up. Just hang there on the red shock switch. You know where it's going to be. Remember, you look for blue shock switch. Get ready. You'll take off with your bare hands. You follow the blue on your head, that's him on there. And if one more thing after one, check out this bit.
Alright, cool. Okay, you almost hit me there, Mr. Squid Man. Jesus. Okay. Anyways. Hello, random NPC. What the hell? I got looks like a person. Da-da-da, cleaning up patrols, da-da-da. Oh, hi there. We don't get many visitors here. Where are you from? A time traveler, you say? That's so. How exciting. You must see a lot of interesting places then, huh? Perhaps many of them are better than here. Da-da-da, this place is the world, da-da-da. Interesting little fellow over here. your textures are freaking out. I would just like to point, maybe you might want to change the wall or something. Is that a robot? He doesn't look human. No, yeah, it's like a, yeah, he's like a steam machine robot person. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Anyways, one idea that I actually had for the game though, because this is a game that I've been thinking about, for a while now. That obviously cannot be implemented into Dreams. Is that I actually was thinking of this as an NSFW game, where there will be sections here and there. And the particular thing I wanted to do is that like each character has their own mobility power up. And when two characters have sex, they would like be able to use each other's mobility power-ups. And like one character would have their own mobility power-up, and then two other characters' mobility power-ups. And if there's 12 characters total, you can have a party of 4 characters, each one with their own mobility and two other characters' mobility, making a total of 12 mobility total. So you would basically use the entire cast's mobility. You would have the entire cast's mobility at your disposal, as long as you keep making each character have sex with each other. I was actually thinking about that, just in thinking of ways of implementing NSFW mechanics on games besides what you usually see. Because you usually see it as like a punish. You usually see it like in like a side-scroller game. It's like a punishment. When the enemies kill you, you get like a rape scene or something. And in visual novels, it's like the reward for continuing the story. I was thinking of it more of like your stat setup screen. Like you have two things that having sex does. First of all, it gives you like a skill point that you can use for upgrading your characters, and 2, it gives you mobility points, so you can have different mobility options for everyone. So that was a more interesting way of implementing NSFW mechanics. Obviously, in Dreams, all I will be able to do is like tell you that this character is having sex, but I can't actually do anything about it. Other than making art for it and just telling you, hey, I can't show it to you in this game, but you can go to my like Pixel account and go check out what this would look like or something like that. I don't know. Being an NSFW artist, game streamer, and occasional brainstorming of game design parts is will make for some crazy ideas. I'll tell you what. Okay. That kind of makes the characters you don't use meaningless besides sex. Okay, well, in mobility maybe, but you would still use them for the for combat. But it's not just a mobility system. It's gonna have some combat in there if there's a JRPG. So each character actually still plays differently in the combat, if that makes any sense. And anyways, in Monster Girl Quest, sex scenes can be a reward or a punishment. Fair enough. I guess that's how they all want you to look at it in a weird sense. Anyways, what did you say again? We really need to get some of these platforms replaced. They've all just been falling apart. If you stand high on going through there, be careful, you won't want to fall and hit your head. Like, basically do some platforming, is what this guy's telling me. Anyways, I'm not sure why I specifically want to go into detail of that in the Hat in Time stream. Then again, what am I kidding? We've got a profanity mod, it's fine. This is not so out of place anymore. Okay. Anyways. Let's see. So I know I need some blue squids. And I'm not entirely sure where I can get me some blue squids around here. I'm sure there's somewhere where I can find them. There's something over there great things. This area reminds me of one of those Crash Bandicoot levels. I don't see it. Are you specifically referring to Crash to Insanity though? If it's Crash to Insanity, I can see it. If it's normal Crash Bandicoot though, well, I get... Okay, actually, there are some factory levels in Crash Bandicoot, fair enough. Though, I don't know, it still feels different. Oh, well, whatever, it's fine. I guess I can sort of see how it could be one of those factory levels. Anyways, that's hard to look at. That's a lot. That's very shiny. Alright, let's see. Okay, Rift Token, that's pretty nice. So did you guys hear about Microsoft and Sony finally forming a partnership? What the? Oh, that's the chicken mask. No, I don't want the chicken mask. I want the KDA hat. Where's the KDA hat? Okay, there it is. Okay, well, let me get this phone call real quick. I'll be right back. Yes, I did accidentally mute the mic. Thank you for letting me know. I would have actually not seen that. Holy crap. Okay, I did not say anything of interest though. I was just reading your comment about the factory stage. Yes, I can kind of see it. Yeah, now that you describe it a little bit better. Still feels more like a Twin Sanity stage to me, but you know, that's okay. Anyways, yeah, also talked about, yeah, the freaking Sony and Microsoft partnership happened. So they're going to be working together for like AI development and cloud gaming, is what they mentioned. And what essentially that boils down to is instead of like being competitors, now what's going to happen is just Microsoft is going to help Sony with the next PlayStation or whatever it may be, and maybe Sony will help Microsoft as well. But it seems like Microsoft is kind of just not going to be in the console wars anymore. Which I mean, it's fine because since the Xbox One did pretty poorly, that's definitely an undeniable. Just by the numbers, they did not sell too well. But they did what happened? They did acquire a bunch of studios last year. At E3 they showed like they got like 5 different studios, including the Ninja Theory, the Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice people. So that's pretty substantial. And they're going, if they're going to help make the games rather than sell the consoles, they're still getting the money for it. You'll just buy Microsoft games in your PlayStation and your Nintendo Switch, depending on which console it comes out on, and that's just pretty cool. I think that's from Microsoft's perspective, that's a smart way to approach it. They're still getting the money. They don't have to worry about the competition aspect of it anymore, and I get to like. Hopefully, maybe. Well, I mean, I'm still not particularly interested in buying the next PlayStation because of the censorship rules recently. But if they fix themselves eventually, I then would be interested in like like playing Halo on PlayStation 5 or whatever it is. If hopefully one day Sony fixes its shit. I hope they do. I sincerely do. I don't want to hate Sony. I've owned PlayStation consoles pretty much since the beginning of the company, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, well, I'm not sure which Crash Bandicoot game it was in. I just knew Crash was in. Yeah, it's I guess it's fine. So is that supposed to be a blue squid? It looks great. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell colors here in this like steampunk grayscale, well not grayscale, like sepia tone area. But I guess it was bluer than the red ones. Glad about that. I don't have to worry about getting an Xbox or Microsoft game. Nope, not anymore. You'll be able to either get your current Microsoft and Xbox games or on a PlayStation or Nintendo console, or just straight up on PC, which actually seems to be a case. Like Sunset Overdrive is on Steam. I found that out like a few months ago, and that was like one of the primary Xbox One exclusives I really wanted to get. So I'm glad I don't have to get a freaking Xbox One just to play Sunset Overdrive. Just get on Steam. Okay. Here's another blue squid. Anything up here? The reason I can go over here. There's that. Alright. We have been streaming for an hour and 5 minutes. Not too bad. My general goal right now is 2 hours ish. So if we can do 2 hours ish, that'll be just fine dandy. Okay. But what other gaming news happened this week? There was that like Super Mario Maker 2 Nintendo Direct. If you guys saw that. I mean, I did not have a Wii U, so I didn't really get to try out the original Mario Maker. But I know it was a pretty substantial idea. Pretty swell game, that allows. They basically do not need to make any more Mario games as long as they just keep updating Super Mario Maker. At least 2D Mario games. Just keep updating Super Mario Maker and let the community take care of it from there. Which I think that's perfectly reasonable. I know the community can make some pretty insane Mario levels. Easy, normal, hard, difficulty levels, all anything you could wish for, right there. Obviously Nintendo has like their own designers. They know how to make some of the best levels. But at the same time, I know not everyone really likes every 2D Mario game, especially some of the newer ones. So maybe it is better, for the better that they just leave it to the fans to take care of that. Anyway, will I be getting it myself? I don't know. I don't mind Mario, like 2D Mario specifically, but it's not like I didn't grow up with it. I just play it every once in a while. So I don't know, I'm definitely not the target audience for Super Mario Maker, but it's a cool idea. I congratulate them on that. You know, I've been wanting to move. This place is fine and all, but I need to change of scene and a change of oil. What's stopping me, you ask? Well, the place I want to visit, Mafia Town, exists in a different time. And you see, time travel's not my strongest suit. That's a pretty funny story behind that, actually. You wanna hear it? Sure, why not? The immigration jail, they were pretty cool, and that's how it all began. Oh, you're a time traveler. You ever been in Mafia Town? Sure have. Are you indeed? This is the greatest I've heard. It is not. Everything I know about Mafia Town I heard from that engineer guy is apparently he's been there before. Ah, cool. Anyways, I had my fun with Super Mario Maker on Wii U, but I was sad when Miiverse shut down there, so we can't get any comments on levels or add developer notes for our own levels. We can still add stars to levels and play each other's levels, but comments really help. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm looking forward to reading that sped up story by pausing on YouTube so I can hold this stream. Yeah, that'll be fun. I actually want to see what they came up with. We got strong winds blowing in here. It is swept away if you fall on the floor. Watch your step. Okay. Let's see. I should have figured. Okay. How am I not getting sliced in half by this? Alright. As long as you stay on the ground, you should be able to keep your footing near those turbines. Let's see. Where else can we go? That door's not open. It's probably just one open door around here somewhere. I wonder if all these doors are actually open, or if it's just one room per place, because there's not that many. There's not that many. Okay, that was dangerous, but pretty cool. Yeah, there's not that many. What am I trying to say? There's not that many objectives here. It's just get all of the squids and get going. So I'm guessing a lot of these rooms are actually just there for decoration, kind of like in Silent Hill, where so many rooms that just have broken locks and you can't actually access them. That's dumb. What the hell is this? That looks weird. Almost looks like, is that a squid? Like a squid tentacle? That's weird. I don't like that. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I'm surprised they didn't use those electric squids much in the Seal the Deal DLC. They're pretty interesting, but where exactly am I cannot get over that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I guess we gotta go into that. Use the wind of this turbine. Yeah, we gotta use the wind of this turbine up here to travel over there. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit complicated, but we did it. Okay. Yes, I feel like there's some more stuff that I want to discuss in this stream. Jesus Christ, I did not realize there was a turbine behind me. I'm not sure how they're gigantic. They're hard to miss, but I guess they also blend in with the stage a little bit. Okay. Let's see. There's a neat wind manipulation room. Reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Which, I still need to actually sit down and play that game, but oh, that actually reminds me of what was the other thing I want to discuss. I actually went back to Fire Emblem Warriors. Not to like actually just sit down and play it permanently, but just during my breaks at work. Particularly when I have an hour break instead of just like 30 minutes. I'll bring my Switch and I'll play Fire Emblem Warriors for like a mission or two. And it's been pretty fun so far. You know, I never like disliked the game or anything. It's just like I got tired of having to do so many missions, so many similar missions for so much. But you know, if you do it just by a little bit, you know, one mission each day, it won't get as boring as fast. But one particular thing that I tried to do in that game was if you guys remember, I mentioned that I was trying to like relearn my Spanish, and one way in which I tried to do that was to try to play Fire Emblem Warriors in Spanish, and I actually had to switch back to English because I had a really hard time understanding what anyone was saying. Not what people were saying, but getting used to the terminology in Spanish, because even though I understood what the words meant, you know, what they were trying to translate to, I was so used to how like each unit and type of unit and things are called in English that I don't relate them just to the meaning of the word, but just to the word itself. And yeah, basically, if I start a game in one language, I gotta stick with that language. Like if I were to start like I don't know, Horizon Zero Dawn in Spanish, like I actually did start it in Spanish, and then I played like most of the game in Spanish, and then suddenly at the end switch to English, I'm gonna be so lost on what anything is, because I got used to the words and what everything means in Spanish, and it's just kind of a weird disconnect that I wasn't expecting. But basically, if I want to practice Spanish with video games, I gotta start the game in Spanish, not just switch to Spanish at some point. How did everyone sound in Spanish compared to English? Were they horrible or well dubbed? There is no dub. That's another thing I actually wanted to mention. Yeah, like the voices are still in English. Like it's just the Spanish is just for the text, which is even worse because I realized that there's also a disconnect when you understand the two languages being shown to you. Like I understood what the characters were saying in English, but then I was reading the subtitles, and the subtitles said roughly what they said in English, but not exactly. And it's not the fault of the translators. It's just that's what's going to happen when you translate to a different language. Like it's a different language. It's not going to translate exactly most of the time. So it actually ended up making it almost like not necessarily harder to understand, but it was just awkward because I understood the two. It's like you're saying, instead of it feeling like you're telling me one thing, and you know I have two ways of reading it, it feels like you're telling me two different things that just happen to sound and look very similar. So basically, if someday I like learn Japanese, I can no longer watch anime with like Japanese dub and English subtitles, because then understanding what the characters are saying in in the voices, but then being shown English subtitles that are not exactly what they're saying is gonna feel weird. So I would have to like watch in one language or the other in its entirety, not do that. So yeah, there you go. I'm not sure if any of you guys speak multiple languages, but if you do, one day just try to like watch something be dubbed in one language and then have subtitles in the other language you speak. It's gonna look weird. And that's my language lesson of the day. Oh, splendid work, simply splendid. Now, at last this world has some hope of salvation. Now, how can I ever thank you? I've so little to offer you. Oh, I know. I found this truly exquisite hourglass while I was working. Normally I'd keep it, but you've been such a great help that I want you to have it. Consider it a token of my gratitude. It's the least I can do. Okay. That reminds me of the fan dub, The Great Ace Attorney, a Japanese-only Ace Attorney game where you play as Phoenix Wright's ancestor. There are a lot of "what do you mean?" questions and indubitably words. I can imagine what that's like. But I believe I've heard of this game. Oh, The Great Ace Attorney. I feel like I've heard of it. No, they're not fan dub, fan sub. Okay, that makes a bit more sense actually. Yeah, so they're saying a lot of words that feel kind of weird. Okay. Anyways, we got 2 more to go. Let's try Easter Island. Hatgate awakens on the mysterious side of Iceland, and things seem a little off. When I made for Easter, enjoy Kyle. Neon, Blair, Wiley, music, UI, and icons, effects, and you know, the other person did the thing. Okay. Well, let's see if I still have some of these items collected, because I accidentally collected some items here. Because I was just testing out the mod to see if it worked. But I did uninstall it and then reinstall it, so maybe we don't have the items already. Which is ideal, is exactly what I want. Or don't want. And this one takes a long ass time to load. You can see the little like black bars around the edges that like move a little bit every once in a while. That's the loading screen. I mean, well, this whole thing is a loading screen, but that's like the actual loading progress. It takes a really long time in some of these mod levels. But I guess it just comes to show how complicated this one is. Okay. Anyway, it's not really that they're weird, it's just that you see so many people ask, "What do you mean?" over and over instead of another way of asking that. Also, indubitably. Indubitably instead of saying something that means the same thing, like indeed. Yeah, it's, fan translations can often be, you know, a little bit weird sometimes. I keep saying the word weird. No. It's, you know, okay, I see something I do definitely see from fans is that they try to translate something as accurately as possible to the original, as compared to most official translations, which don't try to translate as possible to the original, but instead try to have a similar meaning to the original in a way that works in the language that they're translating it to. So, you know, like, because Japanese is such a different language from English, a lot of sentences are not gonna. If you just translate it exactly from Japanese to English, it's gonna look like broken English. If you translate it somewhat accurately to what it's saying, then you know you're gonna get an accurate translation, but you may need context for what they're saying. That's usually where fan translations seem to be. And then official translations understand that, you know, most people aren't actually going to understand like the references or the attitude or whatever. So they just translate to something that makes more sense for us, even if it's not what the original Japanese people said, or you know, whichever language is being translated from. A tiny statue is staring into the distance. It's all worn off. Who knows how long it's been here, or it looks lonely. It's one of these. Okay. Yes, exactly. Just like Vegeta saying it's a Super Saiyan bargain sale. Yeah, I am sure he didn't actually say that in Japanese, but it's like in English that makes sense. It's funny. Okay. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. I should probably be keeping this in mind. Actually, I remember there's a riddle here. We have to do a riddle. And we have to remember some stuff about that riddle. Okay. So before we go and do the riddle, let's do some other stuff here first. We're recording for an hour and 22 minutes. It's not too bad. Let's see. A beautiful river. It's always flowing, always working. Does it ever take a break? I'm gonna keep these words in mind. River, statue, small little cave. It's empty, dark and cold, but it's a nice fire and keeping warm. Okay, cave, river, statue, and music is a bit unsettling. Yeah, it sounds like it's supposed to be relaxing and dreamy, but it actually does sound a bit strange. Yeah, so what was this? Flowers. Okay. Was that something different? Hold on. Oh, this is the conductor's head. A strange voice can be heard from the head, echoing on the surroundings, going back and forth. Okay. Echo, I guess? For such a peaceful place, the music makes it feel like it'll become a horror game in a snap. Well, it might. I did not play the whole map, I just played a little bit of it. So if there is horror here, I wouldn't know. The observable world around us often is great. It's a great source of inspiration for the intangible world of thoughts. Sure. Why not? Hey, you. A lost soul walking on our mysterious land. Or perhaps, are you after the sacred egg of wisdom? Sure am. Apparently. Very well. Clear your mind and join me in a serene state of mind. To do so, answer the following riddles correctly, and a proof of wisdom shall be yours. Answer only with nouns. First riddle. I am never moving, but always looking. I am immortal, till the day I crumble. What am I? A statue. I love how this makes crow noises still. Even though it's supposed to be like serious and serene. Correct. Second riddle. Swallowed in shadows, I am hollow. Hollow play 45. I have a mouth but no tongue. A cave. Okay. Correct. Third riddle. You heard me before, you hear me again. Then I die till you call me again. What am I? An echo. Correct. Fourth riddle. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, has a mouth but never eats. A river. I guess. I would never figure this out if it wasn't for those clues earlier. Okay. Correct. You have answered all my riddles, and thus have shown me that you deserve the mark of wisdom. Take. We now have Eek. And it's even got its own art and everything. That's pretty nice. They definitely did a lot of they put a lot of work on this map, you can tell. Let's see. I was about to mention the lack of NPCs that adds atmosphere, but this guy makes the place creepier. Yeah, and we got it all in one shot. Yeah, that was... I actually had some memory of that one too, so... Again, that was kind of cheating a little bit from just some... already knowing kind of how to deal with this one. If it wasn't for that, it probably would have taken me a little bit longer. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have over here? We got a thing. Oh, by the way, if you're looking for like real cryptic riddles, make sure to check out the second stream of Silent Hill 2. There is a puzzle in there that took me like half an hour to figure out. It's like almost as bad as the quote-unquote Zodiac puzzle from Silent Hill 1, except this one actually had a solution right in front of me that technically made sense. I just had to think really hard about it for a really long time. And somehow I figured it out. Alright, anyways. A little girl just entered my arena. Or maybe a warrior is standing in front of me. If you seek the proof of strength, prove to me that you are worthy. Defeat all the enemies. Do you accept the challenge? Begin! Okay, we gotta fight a bunch of people. Thankfully, we got our trusty laser cannon here. Okay, well, this is not going excellent. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I gotta just drop them and put them. Okay, hold on. This is a little bit complicated. Okay, this is. Oh no, not the bullies. Okay. There's a bit much, game. It calm down a little bit. Okay. There we go. Jesus Christ, is there anyone else? There's another bird around here somewhere. Okay. Hey! No, I'm looking forward to that puzzle. I wish I was there to help out. That's fine, we'll figure it out eventually. Okay. Oh, those birds came out of the ground and swarmed you all of a sudden. That wasn't very fair. No, but at least we survived. Splendid. A fine display of skill. You are worthy of the mark of strength. We now have the proof of strength. A strange red egg holding in your hands makes you feel unbeatable. Does it actually do anything, or is it just a symbol? It's probably just a symbol. Okay, we got 2 eggs. There's probably 2 more to go. I think there were 4 pedestals in the middle here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just double check. Actually, no, there's 3 well, okay. There's 3 small pedestals and 1 big pedestal. Okay, let's see. And remember, at the end of tonight's stream, we are going to go ahead and check out. Okay, it's not gonna be a trailer for the next game because I was looking for a trailer for it, and I was surprised to see that all of the trailers for the next game are like boring. So I just found like a cutscene of the game that I like, and we're gonna check out that cutscene. Then we'll just go and let that be like the trailer of the game, even though it's really not a trailer. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Here we got our little trusty thing. Which, by the way, I think this is as far as I got when I first tried this level. Because I tried this like as soon as I started the save file. Or maybe not as soon as it, but like pretty soon after I started. And I didn't have the grappling hook yet, so I couldn't do this bit right here. So that's why I didn't complete this stage when I first started it. Well, let's see. So this is actually completely new territory for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. And by the way, because of my new, the new schedule, the games are no longer Friday and Saturday games and then Sunday games. They are just the main game that I'll try to be streaming the most, and then the side game that I won't stream quite as much. So like right now, Hand in Time is the side game. We're almost done with it, and then the trailer for the next game, that will be the next side game. But I do have some good news. I think as long as I keep my streams brief, like 2 hours or less, I should still be able to get an alright number of streams per week, because my second job, the store doesn't actually open until like 10, and if I manage to if they don't need me like in the morning every time, whenever they do need me in the morning, I usually don't go to bed until 12 anyways. My body just won't fall asleep before 12. So, if I can keep some streams brief, I can still finish them like at 12 or before 12, or at least around 12, and then hopefully we can do something with that. But I don't promise anything, but at least hope that we can still find a spot for at least 2 or 3 streams a week, as we normally have. So if you're scared that we're gonna have like only 1 stream per week on average, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we should still be able to sneak in 1 or 2 extra ones. Who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you. But when the leaves hang, trembling, the wind is passing through. Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. But when the trees bow down their head, the wind was passing by. You did well, moving swiftly like the wind to reach me here. The proof of agility is now yours. Yay! Mark of agility is now yours. Okay, that's what we get to me. It's like a thing. It's a cloud. That's unfortunate. I saw the Mark Brown video about trailers can help or hinder getting your game known. I was curious about how the trailers for my favorite games would look, and Tales of City 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles were good. Legend of Cold Steel 1 was horrible though. Oh man. Yeah, usually in the case of a game not having a particularly compelling trailer, I'll see if I can find like a cutscene of it or something to make up for a trailer. But if it's a particularly unknown game, I don't think I'm even gonna get that. Like, I got lucky with Neopets: The Darkest Fairy having like an actual trailer. Otherwise I think we would have probably just had to deal with like a basic gameplay video over that. Alright, well here's an egg, and then here's an egg. Thing that sucks about your stream schedule. I'll keep a close eye on you too. Yeah, definitely make sure to what the fuck? Okay, that actually spooked me. Game, I'm not okay with this. Who made this? Why is this game so fucking scary? Like freaking Queen Vanessa did some similar of like being scarier than a horror game. What is up with this shit? Okay, well anyways, here's 1 egg. Here's another egg, and where's the 3rd egg? I don't know what's around here somewhere. That's not an egg. Where's the... Okay, there it is. Okay. I knew it. We're going to Horrorville. Okay, well, we got a Rift token. We actually have enough to buy something now. Anyways, that was creative. That was cool. I just didn't like the ending. Okay. Let's see if it magically creates something that I can grab in the Rift token shop. Okay. Why does it keep telling me to go to the seal the deal thing? I don't get it. Let's see. Oh, it's empty. Oh well. That's fine. Hello? There's one more place I have to try, the Dead Bird Metro. In the depths of the Federal Union of Birds lies a network of subways and trains, and you get to ride them. In this Purple Time Rift, explore the subway trains of the Federal Union of Birds. There's also a rift collapse Death Wish too. Cool. Right, now that will remind me a little of Myst and its respective games. The words and puzzles in those games are tough and bizarre. Yeah. Aiken Labs actually streamed a blind playthrough of the first Myst, and yeah, it was cryptic as hell. I'm surprised I actually managed to get through it, but you know. Was I supposed to like do something different with that? I was able to grab the thing just fine. Anyways, I guess we're now in Deadbird Studio. Okay. I wonder if there's any there's probably none, but it would be interesting if there were some like art pieces in here. Okay. Nah, it's probably not. I really like this squid enemies. Yeah, the baller communities. You don't actually need to unlock that. You can just smack your way in there. It's hilarious. Okay. I'm finishing her sentence there. Okay. Anyways. Oh, definitely appreciate some health around here. I'm dying. Okay. Well, maybe we're fine. We're almost dead. Hold on, let me make sure I don't die. Jeez. There's a bunch of stuff up here. Hold on. Okay. Interesting little puzzle you got here. Okay. I'm not sure why I'm actually trying to solve these. I know I don't have to, but okay, well that's fine. I just really need some help to make sure I don't take damage. Well, it is different. Okay. Oh, you can actually grab items by shooting them? I didn't know that. Okay. Oh. Alright, let's see. Okay. I still feel like I'm missing some like news or something that I wanted to discuss. I don't know, I feel like I was saving up some stuff for this week. But this week was actually pretty heavy in the gaming department, and you know, all the departments, but I guess maybe I'm just crazy. What the fuck's I'm doing? Okay. A shortcut on getting that collectible from hitting it instead of releasing the cage reminds me of a smart Mario players knowing how mechanics work to speedrun levels. As a developer for them, it's really important to check for all possibilities on shortcuts. Yep. I actually think making your game like speedrun friendly is pretty cool. Like that's one of the coolest things about platformers, that you can approach them the obvious way, and you know that's usually fine. But a well-made, smart platformer will let you approach any scenario in more ways than one. That's what makes the Hat in Time here so compelling, because I could, I mean, obviously this is a fan level, but in most scenarios, I don't have to do the obvious thing, like go to so-and-so platforms and to get to where I need to go. I could instead just like just like use alternate alternate routes to make my own way around the stage. In fact, I probably have done that a couple times throughout the yeah, I probably did that a couple times throughout the original playthrough we had in time, and maybe even the DLC chapters too. Just getting through places in ways that the game may not have intended for me to, but I did anyways. And Mario does that too. Mario has sufficiently well-designed and versatile controls for you to be able to defeat any challenge in more ways than one, which is always fun. Oh, that spider almost killed me. So that would have been a real bundle of joy, I tell you what. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can actually grab things by just shooting them. That's interesting. Okay. Fortunately, if trying to make gimmick Mario levels, you have to be very careful to limit speedrun tactics. In my opinion, that's just as impressive as platform levels with different ways to get around. Yep. It's all about balance. You have to... Actually, a good example of this, of, giving the player too much freedom, is I saw Nitrorat the other day, his video on Glover. Glover is like a 3D platformer of the N64 and PS1 era, and he reviewed the N64 version, and I mean, it was a fine game all around. It had its issues, of course, but it was fine. But the PS1 version of that game had some issues. Namely, like you can bounce upwards in the PS1 version more than you can on the N64 version, which makes it so that some entire puzzles and platforming challenges can just be completely bypassed by just jumping, because they for some reason made your bouncing height higher in the PS1 version of Glover. So it actually ends up making the game more boring. I mean, you can still do it the legitimate way. That's how they want you to do it. But it's like you messed up, buddy. You were supposed to give me a puzzle here. You just gave me an easy way to do it. So it's always a matter of balance. You gotta still give the player limitations so that they have a challenge, but allow them to approach that challenge in more ways than one. So that do whatever they want. Not whatever they want, but have more than one way to do a thing than the way you were thinking about it. You, the game designer, I mean. That's some more stuff to think about if you're interested in getting into Dreams development, or development of anything. Anyways, are we missing any mods to check out? This is of the ones I had installed. Actually, there is one thing we can check out. Well, first of all, the Sopcon Yukata. I think we have that around here somewhere. Actually, there it is. That still has that tail's just cute. Okay, anyways, this thing I was actually using that on the Silver Deal stream. But we also got this Diary Plus mod that allows us to check the diary more efficiently. So it actually just gives you the diary entries of every single level, as opposed to how it actually happens in the main game, where you can only check the diary once. You can only check the diary once after you finish a level, and then the next time you finish a different level is gonna be a different diary entry. So that's nice. Also, I completely forgot. I'm still missing this. And apparently that one too, but well. Oh, hold on, what? Are there more? What? Okay, well, that's interesting, but I'm not gonna bother with it too much. I think I'll be okay without them. Anyways, but yeah, here you can just read each individual diary entry, and it's actually like, I'm not sure if that's handwritten or just using a particular. No, yeah, it's using a particular font. But you know, day 5. Ha! That'll show this dumb mafia guys how outdated single stage powder-based incendiary propulsion is. Winning fairly is overrated, anyways. Here, I'm gonna go to any one of them. Day 23. I think I saw some ghosts today. Goat ghosts? I don't know. Here's some drawings about some goat ghosts. I don't know where the hell, where that bell took me, but it certainly wasn't somewhere I was supposed to be. What this one? Day 30. This place is busy, huh? There's cats traveling from all over the place, and the trains are pulled by cats too. Weird. There was a timepiece here, but some big scary lady made me hand it over to her. What's her deal? Why is she so mean? Let's see. The Empress has me running around finding the timepieces, but then she keeps taking the back of me. Rude. She gave me some cash for it. It's green, smells to cat fur. What is that? What is that for? Oh, there you go. So that's the Diary Plus mod. It makes it so you can read any diary entry. Also, hold on a second. There is one thing we can check out before we head out here. Online functionality. Turn that on. Help to communicate with other online players.
Oh, hi there. Bye.
So I don't know why I didn't realize this, but if you put your badges on, that like makes noises. So let's put it like that, that, and like that. I don't know why I didn't realize this. That's how the stickers worked.
Shit.
It's official. I have a swear on command, and I had in time. God damn it, damn. I love it.
Huh? 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 Shit.
Okay, let's see if we can actually find an online party just to mess around with it. Let's see. Want to change to online party settings? Sure. If entered, you will only see other players who are in this party. If blank, you only see occasional random guest visitors. Okay. I guess we can just mess around with it. Just let me see occasional random guest visitors. Okay. So how do I actually go into an online session? I have no idea. Should I invade someone else's world? Can I invade someone else's world? Let me go back to the main menu. Maybe I can do something here. I hope the FPS on the stream doesn't go to shit from getting online people. Only one way to find out. Okay. Let's see. Good deal available now. Let's see, see if I can just like look up vines or something. Or maybe, no, is it? If entered, you will only see other players who are in this party. No, I think that's like my own party. Not this thing. Okay. Track settings. Okay, single player, co-op, online party. Display player names and avatars. Other players in mode sounds, yes, of course. Because how do I do this? Okay, if we can't do it, that's fine. Maybe someone will like invade my game or something. But maybe they can't because I have mods installed. Maybe the online functionality doesn't work with mods too well. Who knows? Alright. Let's see.
Mierder!
Okay. Let's see what... I believe this is the only online location here. Change your online party settings. How many before this thing just crashes? Did I crash the game doing this? I need to find out. I need to know, damn it. Okay, it's actually starting to slow down. Holy shit, okay, never mind. It's probably too fast for us to actually do anything about it. Let's just say like, there's a hollow party. Okay. Alright, cool. Now, how do I do with it? Maybe I need to actually go into a level? Anyone at Mafia Town? Maybe. Let's go to like Welcome to Mafia Town. Maybe it'll show me some. There'll be some players here. Like, I've seen a couple of videos of how online functionality works, and it's pretty crazy. Oh. Okay. Now we've seen this already. Okay. Anyone else around here? Running around? Doing a thing? I don't have my online functions here. I'm just gonna grab a trophy real quick, if you don't mind.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh?
I'll take you.
Yeah.
I need to do that before I get any cutscenes. Oh, I'm back to my normal thing. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
What is that face? I see that face down there. Bulkhead. Jesus.
Mierder.
Okay. Now I get a trophy this time. I mean, an achievement. You're supposed to get an achievement if you just go straight here. Instead of, messing around with a mustache girl. But I guess I didn't do that. Okay, well, you know, whatever. It's fine. I'm sure online party will probably crash my stream anyways because that's like a lot of internet being used. So we'll just I'll just leave you guys with that as far as hanging time is concerned. So we've had a lot of fun with this game. The DLC, the mods, everything about this game is great. If you are still unconvinced about getting this game, I hope this stream series convinced you to actually go out and get it, if it seems like it's something you would enjoy. Yeah, we're pretty much done here now. Okay, my frame rate is dying. Am I getting new players here, or is this just like a thing that's happening? Is there another player here? Should I dance? Is this my command to dance? Maybe. Okay, no, we're fine. Never mind. Let's just get out of here before my game fucking crashes. Okay, main menu, and then I need to like make the music quiet. Okay. I broke it. Alright, let's see. Settings, audio settings. There we go. Okay, that way I can actually have show you guys the trailer of the next game. Without sound interruptions. Okay, so let me pull this up, that up, and then I'm gonna shut up for this, and I will see you guys in like a couple minutes.
Yeah, what's up, people? It's Carney Gears. Are you feeling me, robots? I'm feeling you. I see the future, and what do I see? Robots going crazy across the galaxy. Can't stand organics, they're soft and squishy. The time is now, where robots must be free. You wanna be free? Then shout with me, yeah! This goes out to all you robots across the galaxy. It's time for you and me to rise up and strike back. Don't stop until we dominate. Won't you feel great when we exterminate all organic life?
So obviously that's just a single cutscene of the game, but you know, you may not figure it out, but we're playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal next. And that character you saw there is Courtney Gears. She's one of the primary villains in that game, as you saw her from her song about exterminating organic life. She's a very interesting character. Like, I know the highlight of Up Your Arsenal is undoubtedly Dr. Nefarious. Like, that man is definitely a character, but Courtney Gears is also in there. She also does some stuff. But yeah, the droid become human before its time, indeed. It is, you know, we've played Ratchet & Clank 1 and 2 on this channel, and something I would like to point out, it's similarly to how Silent Hill 2, similar to how Silent Hill 1 is the only Silent Hill game I've played like repeatedly and know by heart in a lot of places. Ratchet & Clank 2 are the Ratchet & Clank games I've played repeatedly. Ratchet & Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal. I did play that game several times when I first got it, like way back in the day. But ever since then, I have not replayed the game. Like in about 7 to 8 years. There's a lot of games I haven't played in like 7 to 8 years. In fact, I've had the Ratchet & Clank HD remaster on my PS3 for like a while, and I've never even launched Up Your Arsenal on PS3. So even though it's not a blind playthrough, it is going to be a much less knowledgeable playthrough compared to my other Ratchet & Clank playthroughs, and we're actually going to be getting trophies along the way too. Because, you know, not because I'm actually going to go out of my way to get trophies, it's just that's just going to happen as compared to the previous Ratchet & Clank games, because I already had the trophies. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm still going to try to complete it as close to 100% as I can. You know, just like the other Ratchet and Clank games. You know, not counting upgrading the weapons all the way, because that takes several playthroughs. But you know, actually finding the collectibles and that sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll do that, and that's gonna be starting hopefully, you know, sometime this week. You know, we'll play some more Silent Hill 2, and then we'll go to that one, and then that'll be fun. Okay, I don't think I'll check it out since I'd rather play a Ratchet and Clank game. But if I have some stuff to talk about, I'll swing by. So yeah, feel free. Don't worry about it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say about that. I know that wasn't a particular, you know, that was really just a cutscene, so it didn't demonstrate how the game plays. But I mean, it plays like Ratchet and Clank. Visually, it is not going to be too different from what you've seen already from the previous Ratchet and Clank games. You mentioned near the end of the last Silent Hill 2 stream that your next stream time might be this Tuesday night. Yes, potentially. I come into work at like 11 on Wednesday, so Tuesday night would be the best time to do it. Now, of course, it's always possible that may not happen because of me being tired, or me not actually making the time for it, or just other circumstances outside of my reach. But if things go well, I think we can probably look forward to a Tuesday night stream. I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter, see if it happens. And if it doesn't happen, I'll let you know. And then, you know, on Tuesday night, I'll figure out what's the next day I'll be able to stream. It might be the very next day, on Wednesday, or it might be on a Thursday. I don't know yet. We'll see. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. And yeah, so that's about it for tonight's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed a Hat in Time. I hope you guys are looking, you know, look forward to Ratchet and Clank Go Up Your Arsenal, and some more Silent Hill 2, and then subsequently Silent Hill 3 afterwards. That game is, I mean, I'm not sure if I want to describe Silent Hill as fun, but it is definitely entertaining. So it is an experience, that game is. And yeah, so, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been all for today, and so here says goodbye, HoloPlay 45.